Welcome to our deep dive into the world of relationships.
Yeah.
You guys have given us a really, really great selection of books to work with.
Yes.
Each tackling this universal topic from kind of a different angle.
Yeah.
We've got Closer to Love by Vex
Oh,
King,
Mm-hmm.
How to Be an Adult in Relationships by David Richo.
Okay.
We have How to Be Single and Happy by Jennifer Taitz.
Right.
And How to Not Die Alone by Logan Urie. So buckle up, everyone. We're about to unpack a treasure trove of insights.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we can help you build stronger, more fulfilling connections.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting how these books are diverse,
Okay?
but at the same time, they complement each other so well. And it's not just about finding, quote unquote, the one you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's about becoming the best version of ourselves within any relationship.
Exactly. And that's where Vex King's Closer to Love, I think, really hits home.
Mm-hmm.
He emphasizes this powerful idea that our relationships are a mirror,
Right.
reflecting how we treat ourselves,
Absolutely.
which is a kind of a scary thought.
Yeah. You know, it's like that saying, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
King actually shares his own story about going through a period of deep self-healing
Oh, wow.
before finding a really fulfilling relationship with his wife.
Okay.
It really highlights that self-love isn't selfish.
Yeah.
It's actually the foundation for healthy connections
Yeah.
with others.
So before we even think about finding a partner, we need work on our relationship with ourselves.
I think that's a great way to put it.
Okay, that's a perspective I think a lot of people haven't really considered.
Yeah, and it's crucial.
Yeah.
Both King and David Richo in How to Be an Adult in Relationships
Okay.
emphasize this self-awareness. Think about it. Have you ever jumped into a relationship
I have.
hoping the other person would somehow fix you?
Yeah. Or fill a void.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. Yeah, that's that hits a little too close to home for me, I think.
Yeah,
I think a lot of us have been there at some point.
Right.
We might upgrade our phones,
Yeah.
our careers,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes our relationship patterns, they just stay stuck on repeat.
Yes.
Kim talks about this need to kind of unlearn old habits and learn new ways of relating to people.
He's spot on.
Yeah.
We often carry baggage from past relationships or buy into societal expectations that don't serve us.
Yeah.
And that's where I think Richo's 5 A's of mindful love becomes super practical.
Okay.
He talks about attention, acceptance, appreciation, affection, and allowing.
Right.
These aren't just lofty ideals. They're actionable steps we can take to cultivate healthier relationships.
Okay, so break down those 5 A's for me.
Sure.
What do they actually look like when you put them into practice?
So let's take acceptance, for example.
Okay.
It's about embracing the imperfections in ourselves and our partners.
Right.
Instead of trying to change each other, we learn to appreciate the unique qualities that each person brings to the table.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing that we're all works in progress.
That makes so much sense. It's about shifting from a mindset of fixing to a mindset of understanding and appreciating. Right.
Precisely.
Okay.
And that applies to our relationship with ourselves, too.
Right.
Instead of constantly criticizing our flaws, we can practice self-acceptance and compassion.
Yeah.
It's a game changer.
Okay.
Not just for romantic relationships, but for all our connections.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we've talked about the importance of self-love,
Yeah.
understanding our own needs and all that.
Right?
But what about those of us who are like navigating the single life right now?
Yeah.
Is it even possible to be happy, like truly happy without a partner?
Well, that's where I think Jennifer Taitz's book, How to Be Single and Happy, is really powerful.
Okay.
Because she tackles this idea that happiness is somehow like reserved for couples.
Right.
It's like we're conditioned to believe that finding a partner is like the ultimate key to fulfillment.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's this societal pressure, this relationship treadmill almost.
Yes.
We're constantly striving for that cupboard up bliss.
Exactly.
But Taitz calls out this myth,
Mm-hmm.
backed by research, showing that single people can be just as happy and fulfilled as those in relationships.
It's eye-opening, isn't it?
Right.
We buy into this kind of spinster fable
Right.
without even realizing it. She even like compares happiness levels
Oh, wow.
between singles and couples,
Okay.
completely debunking that idea.
So if we're not like chasing after a partner,
Yeah.
then what does she suggest we focus on?
She emphasizes mindfulness.
Okay.
It's about shifting our attention from what we lack
Okay.
to what we have.
Right.
appreciating the present moment, and finding joy in our own company. It's like instead of longing for a future with a partner, we can embrace the freedom and the opportunities that come with being single.
That resonates with me. I remember when I was single, I used to get so caught up in the what ifs, all the anxieties about the future, you know. Learning to be present, to enjoy my own company, that was a game changer for me.
Absolutely. And, I think that ties back beautifully to Richo's 5 A's.
Oh, okay.
Practicing mindfulness allows us to give ourselves the attention, acceptance, and appreciation we might be seeking from a partner. It's about cultivating that sense of wholeness from within.
So instead of waiting for someone else to make us happy, we learn to cultivate that within ourselves.
Exactly. Taitz encourages us to redefine success beyond relationship status.
Okay.
She shares all these inspiring stories of her clients.
Oh, cool.
Like this woman named Chelsea.
Okay.
Who found a deeper sense of purpose.
Yeah.
By focusing on her values and taking action toward her goals, all while embracing singlehood.
Chelsea's story is a powerful reminder that we have the power to create a fulfilling life on our own terms, regardless of our relationship status.
Right.
But what about when we are ready to explore those romantic connections? How do we navigate the world of modern dating?
Well, that's where Logan Urie's How to Not Die Alone comes in.
Okay.
She offers this fresh perspective, combining practical advice with behavioral science to help us overcome those challenges of finding love.
It does feel like dating has become more complicated than ever.
Yes.
Especially with these dating apps.
Yeah.
It's like you're bombarded with options, but it's so overwhelming.
Yeah. That's what she calls the paradox of choice.
Oh, okay.
Having so many options can actually make it harder.
Yeah.
We get caught up endlessly swiping and comparing.
Oh, yeah.
Which can lead to decision fatigue.
Yeah.
And a sense of dissatisfaction.
That's so true. It's like trying to choose from a menu with 100 different dishes. You end up spending more time analyzing the options than actually enjoying the meal.
Totally. So she really encourages us to be more intentional with our approach.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
And that starts with understanding our own dating tendencies. She identifies 3 main types: maximizers, hesitators, and romanticizers.
Okay.
Recognizing which tendency we lean towards can help us identify and overcome our blind spots.
Okay, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Which one am I?
Well, you know me, I don't like to put anyone in a box.
Okay.
But I will say that romanticizers often have this idealized vision of love.
Right.
While it's beautiful to believe in fairy tales, it can lead to overlooking red flags.
Yeah.
Or staying in relationships that aren't truly serving us.
Oh, I've definitely fallen into the trap of rose-colored glasses.
Right.
So I think I'm starting to see how understanding these tendencies can help us make smarter decisions.
Exactly.
But what about the other 2 types?
Yeah.
The maximizers and the hesitators.
So maximizers, as the name suggests, are always striving for the best option.
Okay.
They're the ones who endlessly swipe, hoping to find that perfect match.
Right.
But the problem is they often get caught in this analysis paralysis.
Okay.
Wondering, what if there's someone better out there?
Yeah. So they might miss out because they're too busy looking for something that might not even exist.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then we have the hesitators.
Okay.
These are the folks who struggle with fear. This feeling of not being ready.
Yeah.
They might hold themselves back, waiting for the perfect moment.
Yeah.
Or for all their ducks to be in a row.
Yeah.
Before putting themselves out there.
Right.
I see how that hesitancy could keep them from experiencing joy and growth.
Totally.
That comes with taking risks and putting yourself out there.
What's Urie's advice for maximizers and hesitators?
Well, she really encourages them to embrace imperfection.
Okay.
Dating is a process of learning and discovery. And we can't expect to find the one without taking risks.
Makes sense. So it's about letting go of the need for control.
Yes.
Allowing ourselves to be a little bit vulnerable.
Absolutely.
Even if it's scary.
Exactly. Urie also offers some really great advice on navigating the pitfalls of dating apps.
Oh, like...
One of her key points is to focus on experiential goods.
Okay.
Rather than just superficial traits.
I'm curious about that, this experiential goods thing.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean in the context of dating?
It's about going beyond the curated profiles.
Okay.
Looking for shared experiences.
Right.
Shared values.
Okay.
A genuine connection. It's
Yeah.
about asking yourself, can I see myself having fun with this person even if they don't fit my ideal checklist?
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Let's say like that story she shares, right?
Yeah.
About Scott.
Yeah.
Whom she initially swiped left on.
Yes.
Based on his profile.
Yep.
But later connected with in person. It really highlights that.
It really does.
We might miss out if we're too quick to judge.
Absolutely. It's a powerful reminder that the algorithm doesn't always get it right.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes the most fulfilling connections come from unexpected places.
It's about looking beyond the surface and being open to possibility.
Yeah.
Even if they don't fit our preconceived notions of what a perfect match should look like.
Absolutely. And speaking of preconceived notions, Urie also challenges us to rethink our obsession with spark in those early stages of dating.
Okay.
You know, we tend to prioritize that initial chemistry.
Oh, the butterflies.
Right. But sometimes the most meaningful relationships are the ones that develop slowly.
That's interesting. I feel like we've been conditioned to think that if there's no instant fireworks, then there's no potential.
Yeah, it's this spark versus slow burn dilemma.
Okay.
She even shares an example from her own life about this whirlwind romance that quickly fizzled out because it lacked substance.
So we need to shift our focus from chasing those butterflies to cultivating that deeper sense of compatibility.
Yes.
It's about recognizing that love can unfold in many different ways.
Precisely. And, you know, it ties back to what we were discussing earlier about self-awareness.
Yeah.
Understanding our attachment styles, our needs, and our patterns can help us make more conscious choices.
So it sounds like her approach is all about empowering us to become more intentional daters.
Yes.
To move beyond those superficial judgments and to really focus on building those authentic connections.
That's a great way to put it.
Awesome.
She encourages us to ditch those unrealistic expectations and embrace a more mindful, heart-centered approach to finding love.
Wow, I feel like we've covered so much today.
Yeah.
From self-love to mindful dating. These books really offer some practical advice for creating more fulfilling relationships in all areas of our lives.
It's been quite a journey.
Yeah, it has.
We started with Vex King, right? But reminding us that love begins within ourselves.
Right.
That inner work is so crucial for attracting and maintaining healthy connections.
And then we went into Richo's 5 A's.
Yes.
Attention, acceptance, appreciation, affection, allowing.
Yeah. Such a good framework. Yeah, I like
for cultivating mindful love in all of our relationships.
Right. And then Jennifer Taitz really empowered us to embrace singlehood.
Absolutely.
Challenging that societal myth that happiness is only for couples.
Yeah.
She encourages us to focus on mindfulness, self-discovery, and creating a fulfilling life regardless of our relationship status.
And then finally, Logan Urie gave us all the tools we need to navigate modern dating.
Yeah.
Urging us to be more intentional, ditch those unrealistic expectations, and focus on building genuine connections.
It really is amazing how each book kind of builds on the last one.
It is, yeah.
They all point to this theme of self-awareness, being intentional, and challenging those limiting beliefs.
Yeah, I think they all really highlight that.
That can hold us back from connection.
Yeah.
It's like we've been given this roadmap for navigating the world of relationships.
Right.
And it starts with understanding ourselves.
Absolutely.
Understanding our needs, our patterns, all that. Right. And then taking action.
Yes.
Whether it's practicing self-compassion, setting those healthy boundaries, or simply being more present in our interactions.
Right.
These small steps can have such a huge impact.
It's about shifting from a mindset of, like, waiting for love to, like, actively creating a life.
Yeah.
That's rich with love.
Yeah.
In all its forms.
Exactly. So as we wrap up our deep dive today, I want to leave you with a final question.
Okay, hit me.
Knowing what you know now about relationships, what one small change are you willing to make to cultivate deeper, more fulfilling connections in your life?
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We'll see you next time.